TDS organization fights alongside Mr. Sinister and his Halloween army. After the victory of the Frost invasion, scientists uncover data holologs and discover a scary truth. The TDS organization declines the peace treaty with Mr. Sinister. Eventually, TDS sets out squads of troops and tank squads to wipe out the remnants of Mr. Sinister's army. The Knights of Sinister slowly fade away from memory.
With Mr. Sinister dead, remnants of Knights of Sinister and the remaining infantry try escape through the hills of Outpost 32. Few survive. Eventually, survivors are then picked off one by one, shot and killed by TDS Rangers and heavy recon squads.
The TDS organization, low in numbers, scattered and thin on reinforcements due to the previous events of the Hexcape era, was dealt the killing blow, choosing not to spare Mr. Sinister and his remnants, lost the firepower they needed, scattering all over the outpost, leaving it abandoned and defenseless. With the Frost invasion forces defeated, that and its already low security team in numbers, they have no choice but to leave the site and all of its 5+ years of research.
Plague, Mr. Sinister's top field commander, was given word that the Grand Master himself was defeated. With the news of this, they were suddenly betrayed by the TDS troops that were with them during the battle, marking them as threats and terrorists. Retro, Mr. Sinister's top field officer, were picked off one by TDS Rangers in the east, but also ambushed with the tactics they taught the Rangers. There was few survivors making their way back to the Outpost 32, seeing nothing but ruin and dead corpses and night remnants.
Professor Keen, surprised by the outcome, wishes for the TDS to side with Mr. Sinister's forces. However, when it came to the Sentinel killing all the scientists in the portal room, he made it out alive, just barely.
Sentinel Ramiel, a member of the Children of Exo, makes his way into the portal control room, killing everybody inside, and wipes out Professor V. There was no survivors.
With the conclusion of the outpost, many lived and died. Sometimes prospectors come to take pieces and parts from the wreckage, and lost data tapes and research. The outpost was never re-established as a settlement, but whenever they say, war never changes. They are right about that, though.